Hello, I'm Anne from Spires Oral and Dermal Care in Markerfelt, and I'd just like to introduce Kelly, who's come to the clinic to see if there's some treatments that she might be interested in regard to her skin care. Tell me, what is it that's brought you to see me today?
Well, Anne, sort of been thinking for a while now that I wanted to do some work in around my facial area. Obviously the aging process is creeping up on us all, and I've done a little bit of tentative research on the different treatment options that are available to me, mainly within the sort of lift and contour areas of the face. And so it was just to get a bit more information really on what treatments might be suitable for me and my skin type and what that would involve.
Perfect. So it's a big range. There's lots of stuff out there, and some of it is some of it is volumizing and some of it is preventative.
Okay.
And I suppose it's trying to work out, between the two of us, what is the priority to you. And also what I would say is the skincare process or the rejuvenation process tends to be something that is a journey. You don't do it all in one day, you do it over a number of years, and maybe something every year going forward. The possibilities are endless, but the very popular treatments at the moment in here, the preventative treatment is the injectable moisturizers, the Profhilo.
Okay.
A really super treatment, and the idea of it is that you're injecting thermally modified hyaluronic acid, which we'll call HA from here on in, into your skin, and it is actually a natural product. And the difference between it and what is already in your cheeks is that it is much larger. It's a much larger molecular weight, and hence gets broken down far less quickly.
Okay.
So that's a lovely preventative treatment and a nice place to start. Obviously what hits the media is more like the contouring, just you described it there, the contouring of the cheeks, the contouring of the chin. That tends to be more the dermal fillers that you're discussing. It's a chemically modified HA, so it's not a natural product, but it basically latches onto the collagen that's in your skin, and the idea is that it stops you from losing your collagen.
Okay.
And obviously the aging process, that's what we're talking about.
Right.
We're talking about, especially during the menopause, that very large drop in collagen or that loss of collagen, which leads to that aging process where the face sort of collapses down. In some people it's their cheeks that sink, in others you get the jowls of the chin. And I suppose where the specialist treatment comes in is that my job is to try and work out what bit I think is your biggest problem, what is not only the thing that bothers you, but is also the thing that is going to stop the aging process you're never going to stop the aging process, that's crazy, but to try and slow it down as much as possible.
Okay. With regards to the dermal fillers, is that something that's going to be, and even the Profhilo as well, because another area that I'm concerned about is, will everyone know as soon as I leave this clinic that I've had work done to my face?
That is a really super question. And I would like to say that my USP is that you will not, that the only people that will be aware that you've had it done are yourself and myself. Okay, when you put on your blusher, you will absolutely know that there's a difference. When you put on your lipstick, you will notice. But I pride myself in almost producing a situation where you might want to come back for more, rather than going home and going, oh my goodness, what has she done?
Right.
So the idea is to increment, and this is what I mean by the journey. We are incrementally replacing. And the other thing is, this industry has to a large extent been talked about with young people and large lips and large cheeks. In the main, my specialist is that 40-plus-year-old lady, a man, who has lost volume. And what I'm attempting to do is actually replace that volume. So I am only putting you back close to where you might have been 5 years ago, 3 years ago, and it's a very realistic, very natural looking result.
Okay.
And the other thing I would like to say is that you lead that result. I will show you the mirror throughout the procedure, and we can stop at any moment. If you feel that's enough, that's when we stop. And we can revisit it next week or the week after.
Okay.